Okay, so here's a funny story, and I had to make a video because I couldn't think of any other way to tell you guys. So, as you know, I'm upgrading my laptop. I'm trying to find a new laptop. And so I've been going through old files and old folders, and I found the other day my audition tape for The Brutalist, which the whole thing is a funny story. It's the kind of thing that can only happen if you've like, I guess, been on the outskirts of the entertainment industry for like ever. So, okay, let me go back. I met Brady Corbet. I wasn't sure, I'm not sure. I always thought his name was Brady Corbett. And I was so wrong because he pronounces it Corbet. And that's like so embarrassing because I met him in like 2003 or four. And back then I'm sure I called him Brady Corbett. But you don't say people's last names very often, so probably I never said it to him. Anyway, Brady Corbet. I met him, my friends were having a birthday party at Silver Spoon, which was this old school kind of greasy spoon diner on Santa Monica, just west of Crescent Heights. It's actually where Connie and Ted's is now. Anyway, I met him at my friend's birthday party. That's where I met him for the first time. And then he was sort of in my extended friend group. I would see him like at, parties and brunches. This was like prime brunch era. And, neither of us was the glue that held the friend group together, but, we were friendly and we got to know each other a bit. Anyway, as friend groups did at that time in Los Angeles, is like sort of they just kind of like dispersed and went their different ways, and lots of people became like super successful actors and writers, and I just continued being me. And Brady Corbet became like hot shit like super fast. He had done 13, which was like big, and then he did Mysterious Skin, and then he got cast in the season of 24, and he was on the first like 6 episodes, and it was like this huge thing, and he was like hot shit. And then he starts working with all these auteur directors. He does the remake of Funny Games with Michael Haneke. He pops up in Melancholia and in Force Majeure. He's the only American in Force Majeure. Anyway, needless to say, he's amazing, and he's a great actor, and his like career just like explodes on this path of like prestige film acting that like nobody really has. He's sort of touched. Anyway, so cut to he's the type of person like later, like years later, I'd like see him very occasionally, maybe once every couple of years, and we were still, we'd still say hi and be friendly or whatever. We remembered each other, and then in, I think like late January, early February 2023, I got an email from the casting director of The Brutalist saying that Brady would like me to submit an audition tape, which I think is hysterical. First of all, I claim to be offer only, but I'm not an actor. But if I was ever to like come out of retirement as an actor, like pull a Daniel Day-Lewis, The Brutalist was like the perfect opportunity, like a huge movie written and directed by Brady. He'd done Vox Lux, which was like this ridiculous, amazing like mess of a release of an independent film, and he was going to get final cut, which is hysterical. So I got the breakdown for the role, which read: Melville Fisherman, 40s, affably self-serving World War II veteran, son of a steel tycoon. His business has greatly benefited from the post-war construction boom. Smartly dressed in a blue suit, whatever he knows about Van Buren, he's not saying. So I was like, fuck it. I will submit an audition tape for The Brutalist. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the audition tape, but caveat. The character Melville Fisherman isn't in The Brutalist, which I find hysterical because it's like the one part that I auditioned for is the one part that he actually used his final cut power, power to cut from the Brutalist. And I don't know, maybe he cut the part from the script before they shot. Maybe he cast somebody else and they shot it, and then that's like the only part that ended up on the cutting room floor. Or maybe he saw my audition tape and he was like, "This is ridiculous. I just gonna cut this part from the movie." Anyway, I don't know what happened, but I just wanted to share with you my audition tape for The Brutalist. Okay, I know it's ridiculous. Here it goes. My name is Zeke Farrow. I am 5'10". I am auditioning for the role of Melville Fisherman. I will be doing scenes 13, 27, and 93. I am unrepresented.